Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to In Her Dreams and welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. Take your time with something. Take your time with it. There's no rush. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, something is burning long and slowly, but the fire will never go out. This isn't like a quick explosion and then it's over. There's something that you've been working towards, but your fire will never go out. This could be something creative or something that has required inspiration. Also, I'm seeing like waves. So like there may have been times that were where your energy was peaking, and then other times where it was kind of like more relaxed, or it seemed like things were slowing down, but 1, 2, 3 on the timer, everything is in divine order. There's nothing wrong. Everything is right. Ooh, everything is right. I like that message, spirits. They're guiding me to this deck. I never start with this deck, but okay, let's go. Thank you, Spirit. What's coming through for this beautiful being? Oh, there's one from the other deck. Uninterested. I prefer to keep my focus on my own life right now. Okay. Oh, and vent. I have to get this off my chest. Let's keep going. Camera and boat. Divine says you're always going to have what you need. It says receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Okay, so yeah. There's something that you're moving on from. Reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learning from the past, making memories. I'm hearing that you have acquired a lot of memories and they are always going to be worth it. Because these were memories that have taught you, they've shown you life, but also you've learned a lot about life from these memories, from these experiences. And you're going to use these memories to, some you're going to treasure, others you're going to continue to learn more and more things from, and you're going to teach, you're going to create using these memories. That is a part of your inspiration. So a part of that, it's like the wavelength, you know, like when you see in sound bites, how it like goes up and down. I hope you know what I'm talking about. But it's this kind of movement where it's up and down, up and down. Some of that up and down could have been the result of emotions that you were experiencing from a connection with someone, a relationship, but there's something that you're moving on from. There's somebody who wants to say something. This could be you. There might be something you feel like you want to get off your chest, something you want to say. You might create in order to do this. Some of you might talk to somebody that you feel safe with and comfortable with, whether it's a reader, a counselor, or just somebody who you look up to, somebody that you know has got your back, you know. It could be, for some of you, I see like an older person, they're sitting in a rocking chair. Okay. You could be talking with your ancestors. Okay. But there's something that you're just no longer interested or motivated in carrying on. And this is a choice that you've made. Like, I don't even need to pull cards on, is this right? Is this wrong for you? No, this is what you're doing. It's very clear that this is the choice that's been made, and I'm not here to sway you any other way, because This lets me know that you're headed in the right direction with the boat card. And Divine is saying that you will have what you need. You're receiving what you need. And you're progressing because of this choice that you've made. What's coming through that this beautiful being needs to know, Spirit? Ascension. Yeah. Look. Whatever you're walking away from, it's helping you to move forward. I heard head in the clouds, but that's a good thing because it feels like with whatever this relationship, the effect that it was having on you, it was weighing down your thought energy, and you were constantly burdened with thoughts of what to do in this relationship, how to handle the relationship. And so now that you are freeing yourself. Also, I'm getting, you'll be lighter. But I'm also getting that for some of you, this is a person who, like, it seemed as though they made the choice. So someone may have walked away, but you're at peace with it. Like, you see it as a blessing. That'll resonate with some of you, okay? You're able to grow higher than you ever thought you'd ever grow, reaching levels that you never thought you'd reach. There's something here about a sneaky link, okay? So there could have been concerns about someone not being loyal. Yeah, somebody was presenting themselves as someone that they're not. Okay. This person could have confessed something to you. Someone confessed something. It could have been their sneaky link or the person that you were in a relationship with, but somebody spoke up about something. I'm getting that also with vent here. There's somebody who just wanted to vent something. They had to get it off their chest. They couldn't carry it any longer. This could have been something that someone posted online because they wanted clout, but it ended up serving you. Okay, so let's say if you were with someone and they were not loyal to you, they were with someone else, that person may have gone off online on social media, you know, posting something like, oh, they're not right and blah, 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 blah. So they wanted to get something off of their chest, but with them doing that, it served as proof for you or evidence of what you already suspected or were intuitively picking up on. Okay. I'm getting that the person you were with and this person that they were messing around with, they're both clout chasers. They're both in that energy of just wanting attention. Okay, so friend zone. You have friend zoned someone, but I feel like oh, boundaries, yeah. I don't feel like this is you friend zoning someone. I feel like somebody thinks that you have friend zoned them. Because here's the thing about friend zoning people. Like, if they've already mistreated you, then if they mistreated you as a lover, they'll mistreat you as a friend as well. So you already know this. I don't have to tell you this. There's somebody who feels like you have put them in the friend zone, but really what you've done is you're like, oh, you want a side piece? Boundaries, bam. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Because I'm already picking up on your energy where it's like you're not the type to say, okay, well, since you completely screwed me over, let's just be friends. No. Because there's nothing about you that's desperate. I feel like you were already pretty much done with this energy in the first place. You were already like 1 foot out the door. It was kind of like, all I need is one more, you mess up one more good time, and that's all I need to put your ass out the house. You know, it was kind of like that. Maybe not that exact situation, but, and I feel like whatever this was that they did that could have ended up online or you had evidence of, it was like just the nail in the coffin. It was just, you were already ready to move on. You had already emotionally moved on, but maybe there was just this one last, you know, this person could have begged you to give them another chance, or, you know, sometimes we do. We feel like we just need that evidence where you already know, but you're willing to hold out until you get the proof, and it feels like you got the proof. Yeah. So this person feels offended now that they've been friend zoned, but it doesn't matter what they feel, honestly. Their feelings are not in this image here. This is you and your divine self moving forward. And I love how Spirit brought through head in the clouds, because that's where they want you right now. Is like where your mental energy has been so burdened with like, oh, I gotta deal with this person, and knowing that that this person was holding on to you, and you were kind of like not intentionally in limbo, but like all you needed was just that one thing where you knew that that was your cue to never ever care about this person's attempts to reel you in or to convince you of anything. You were like, there are no more chances. Yeah, now look, oh wow, now you're in that CEO energy. A door just shut. It's like you've closed the door on somebody for good, and you hit them with the deadbolt, the little chain lock, you know, everything. It's like all the locks on the door. There's no more getting in. And so what that has done for you is freed you. And watch, with you being in this CEO energy, but also very elevated and close to the divine, every single intention that you have set that is in divine alignment is going to manifest with so much ease now. It's like you're floating into your most divine space. It's happening. I'm hearing that. It's happening. You know, it's happening. And this is because you were willing to set boundaries, okay? Also, there may have been something that you were able to say because, okay, like let's say if you had all the inklings, all of the goosebumps, all of the chills telling you who this person was and what they were doing, but you didn't have the evidence to show them to say you're caught, okay? You're caught. There's no more explaining. It's done. Now you have that. And so you were able to speak up and say, it's completely over. There is no more wiggling out of what I already know is true. You know, that's kind of like the vibe. This person had no more wiggle room. I'm hearing judge, jury, and executioner. So there's something about there was nothing left to be said. There was nothing left to argue. This person no longer had a case to make. The evidence was stacked against them. Thank you, Spirit. Please clarify this energy and what this beautiful being needs to know. So 4 of Wands. This could have been, oh, Knight of Cups. Oh, okay. Okay. So, oh, jeez. We've got Knight of Cups, 4 of Wands, 9 of Cups, Death, the Lovers. So there's something about marriage or union that this person was trying to hold over your head or use as like, you know, this vision of what they thought that you wanted, to keep you involved with them. It's like they wanted to use this imagery of, oh yeah, we're gonna have this and we're that, and but it's also something that they were obsessed with. It could have been for clout. Okay, this could be a person who likes to prove to other people that they are happy and in a relationship, which is why whatever side piece they were with, that just totally messed everything up for them, because the side piece is a person that they don't want to present in this energy of Four of Wands. It's like, you're the one that they wanted to have on their arm. You're the one that they wanted to present to everyone else. The one that they wanted to take home to mama. Okay? That's what I'm getting here. Now, for some of you, that could have been something that they were using as a promise to hold on to. Oh yeah, you're the one I want. Even though they weren't really taking actionable steps towards doing those things, right? The warning here is that this person could be trying this again. Trying to hold on to, okay, they know that the evidence is stacked against them. They know who they are now, and they know that you know who they are. So what they're trying to do is hold on to a fantasy. Oh, I know that you want this Nine of Cups. You want the Lovers, okay? But what they are forgetting to put into the fantasy is the reality, which is that they brought an ending to something that could have been if they were responsible and respectful and loyal, right? But that's not what you're supposed to experience with that person. Yeah, this person is experiencing judgment, and the judgment card flew out on uninterested and vent. So they feel like the fact that you're not interested in them and the fact that you are willing to speak up for yourself, they feel that that's their punishment, their judgment, which, I mean, really their punishment is not being able to have the life with you that they could have had if they had treated you well. Really their judgment is that they are now going to see you moving forward in this CEO energy and aligned with the divine, reaping all of the blessings that are intended for you. That's their punishment if they want to know. Just if they were questioning. That's their punishment, is seeing you succeed. Yeah. So you're coming through as the Hierophant because you're meant for more, beautiful being. This person was holding you back. I was about to say they were holding you down, but you know how like some people use that as slang for like they were supporting you. Now, for some of you that could apply. This person could have been providing something for you. That's why Spirit said that you will have all that you need. You're receiving what you need. So if you have left this person and they provided some source of abundance for you or some sort of stability, Divine says that you will have what you need. This person cannot block your blessings, okay? And ultimately, you will be reaping so much more positive energy because the energy that's able to flow through you now is going to be more positive. So you're going to find that you're able to receive more just from Mother Earth and from the energies around you, because you're not being blocked and held back by this person's craziness. You know, there's something coming through about you drew the line in the right place. Because when this person was putting your health at risk, there's something about that with this side piece energy. When they were putting your health at risk and they were not being honest about what they were doing, you knew that that's when it had to be over, because you were not willing to put your health at risk for someone's lies. Yeah, you got Queen of Pentacles here, so you are, look, and that came out right beside CEO energy. There's something about stability that you don't have to worry about. You got Six of Cups here, so there's something that you've been planning with the Two of Wands here. Something you've been planning that is going to be very reciprocal now. That came through in the last reading. It's like there's going to be more of a flow of energy. Also in this Two of Wands, it's a fire card. She's holding the wands, but there's also water there. So there's something that you've been watching that you wanted to see it flow, but it just couldn't. And that's because this relationship, this past relationship, was taking you out of your peak energy, your maximum energy. So when I was seeing those ups and downs, it's like where you were at the top, that's who you are all the time now. This person and their worries that they were projecting towards you because they could have been sleeping around, okay? Side piece, you know? I know they weren't being honest about who they were with. And that right there is enough to make a person completely worried, because if you are still intimate with them, physically intimate, you know, 2131 on the timer, that's 3-4. So divine is saying that whatever third parties this person was involved with, you were protected. And you're protected because it was always your goal to align with the divine. You were not okay with being in a situation where you were just another one, or you were not willing to put up with this person's lies and their crazy behavior. It was always your goal to be in a respectful situation, okay? The High Priestess came out on the fence, so that was an effect of this relationship. It's like your intuition was being rocked, because this person kept telling you 2222 on the timer. This person kept telling you that you were wrong, that everything you suspected was wrong. And that does have an impact on a being who really should be in tune with the divine and who really is, but they're also trying to be in tune with a human that is being very deceitful. If you keep letting that energy in, then the effect it has on us is we start doubting ourselves. And you never allow that to happen. But it's one reason why things weren't aligning for you in the way that they are now. Yeah, this presented a burden. That's what that relationship was a burden. It's something about your childlike energy that was being compromised, because you couldn't trust. With the Page of Wands, you couldn't just move forward and focus on your creative energy. Also, this relationship could have taken you to a place in your childhood that felt very traumatic, where there was someone that you couldn't trust. You always had to look over your shoulder or question their behavior, question their intentions. And so this Page of Wands is the innocence of your youth. It's like in a solid relationship, you will be able to allow this inner child to come out and play and to create and to move forward and to just dance and love and create. But that was stifled in this what was presented to you as a union, but It wasn't. So this could have been with the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Could have been an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but didn't have to be. More than anything, this is a person who presented themselves as a source of stability, but they were not. Also, this could be a very greedy person. This King of Pentacles, and it came out in the reverse. They wanted to act like they had it all together. They wanted to act like they were a source of abundance, but I'm hearing as far as financial wealth is concerned, they don't know their left from their right. This is a person who always feels like they have to have the latest things, or they want nice things, but they don't do the work that's required to be able to afford nice things. Also, you know, there's a difference between wanting good quality items versus wanting things that are name brand or luxury in order to show off. And that's how this person is. That's how this person is. They just want things to be able to show off. They are a clout chaser. And that's one reason, that's one reason that they were so attracted to you, or are so attracted to you, because they still, and I feel like this is coming through for a very important reason. 2626 on the timer. Spirit says that if you give this person an inch, they will take a mile. So please continue to guard your energy, because this person is just itching to get back into your zone. Even if they try to act like they don't want you, they want you bad. And they feel like a lot is riding on the fact that they can't have access to you anymore. So please guard your energy. But that's one reason why they're so attracted to you, is because you have this CEO energy, this boss energy. And it's almost as if I see them like counting. I'm hearing J. Cole, count it up, count it up, count it up. Okay. I forgot the name of that song. But he's talking about money and like how you can't take it with you when you go or something. Okay. But anyway, this person was like betting on abundance that you were going to manifest before it had even manifested, and before they had even nurtured you to create a healthy, stable environment so that you would be able to be in this CEO energy. It's so crazy because they wanted you for your access to abundance, but because of their crazy behavior, it was like your mind was not able to settle down enough to manifest that abundance with this person. But check how it's going now that you're not with them. You're going to find that now you're going to be counted up. Okay, you are going to be counting up. And I feel like that was the problem. This other person was betting on your money. No, they had to get out of the picture in order for you, 2828 on the timer, to manifest your full abundance. They had to get out of the picture first. Now it's about to flow like a beautiful river. Okay. Yeah, there's something that you've been giving your time and energy to over a long period of time with the Knight of Pentacles. Divine says that even though things were not flowing like they could have been with this person, the lessons that you've learned are going to make it so that with your continued effort, oh my gosh, like that's all you needed to do was release completely that person's energy. That's all you needed to do. Because you're already in the CEO energy. You've already been giving steady effort to this creative flow that you wanted to manifest. So the effort has been there. It was just that there was a blocked energy that needed to be removed. And that was your connection with this person. You got the Three of Pentacles here and the Six of Swords. So there's something that you're going to be able to complete and build now. There could be something involving collaboration. This could even be collaboration with your spirit team. They're assisting you as you are building and growing in the 3D, okay? Whatever it is, or whoever it is that provides stability and a positive energy of collaboration, that is a positive thing, and it's helping you to get to a much more secure place, a place of deeper peace. The King of Wands is in the reverse, so this person is coming through as both the King of Pentacles reverse and the King of Wands reverse. I feel like during the relationship they were the King of Pentacles reverse. Now they're King of Wands reverse, and that is a person who is very, they could be extremely lustful, and that might be how they would try to get you back, is through lust. Yeah, that wand is standing out to me right there. And this could be a female. It doesn't have to be a male, okay? But they're in toxic masculine energy, whether they're female or male, doesn't matter, okay? So that would be their game plan, is to try to get you through lust. But Divine says that no kind of physical contact would even be worth it. Like, it would just be like, oh, really? You would be rolling your eyes afterwards, so, yeah. Not worth it. Oh, look at this. We got broken heart and man holding a coin. That's the King of Pentacles coming through. Yeah, they feel like they have a broken heart. Oh, boo-hoo. I'm not feeling sorry for them, because look, behind that broken heart is the side piece. The side pieces, potentially, that they were trying to gain some sort of security with. See, that's the thing. This person has no sense of security within themselves. So anytime they felt insecure in their relationship with you, like maybe they felt like you were getting fed up with them, or maybe they felt like they just were not enough. It has nothing to do with how you were treating them, because you were constantly showing up, all right? And you're going to notice that whether you just choose to show up for yourself at this time, or when you are in a stable connection, it's going to be so much more beneficial to you. It's actually going to pay off, because you were trying to pour energy into a cup with a hole in it. That's this person. They are not able to hold energy. They cannot hold space. And the reason why their cup has a hole in the bottom is because they have not healed themselves, and you can't do that for them. That's something that they are responsible for, but they have not shown up for themselves in that way to be able to hold that space. So every single love relationship that they get in is not true love. It's an attachment. And that's what they're suffering from now. They're in this dark state where they feel like, oh, they broke my heart and I gotta get a fix. I gotta get them back. They might be trying to attract you with magic. So lust spells, love spells. All right. Beware of that. And the best way to beware of that is to remain in constant union with the divine. For real. Like, anytime that person tries something, I don't care if it's a text, and you know, because sometimes you're like, okay, I blocked them, great, but then they text you from a different number, or they might send you an email from some person you never heard of before, but it's them. People who are really trying to reel you in will sometimes program that communication with love or lust spell energy. Either way you look at it, it ends up being lust, because it's not true love. So lust spell energy. And so the best thing to do is, when you view something like that, as soon as you see it, if you already know that it's toxic, you don't even have to open it up, but just speak protection over yourself. If you feel like you want to check just to make sure, you know, I am divinely protected from all evil forces that attempt to send lust or greed or any sort of low vibe frequencies my way. Ashe. So must it be on all dimensions. And then handle your business and know that you're protected. Okay? Use your tools, use your high frequency music to reinforce your protection. Use your incense. Okay? Keep a crystal with you. Okay? Whatever it is that you need to do. But let's just see if there's anything here that's popping up. Thank you, Divine. Is there any energy that this beautiful being needs to be aware of that's being sent from this lustful King of Wands reverse? Ritual of the unseen hand. Dark magic intended to work secretly, manipulating situations or people from behind the scenes without being detected. Yeah, they're trying to be slick. They're trying to be in stealth mode, ninja mode. Well, they've been peeped. They've been seen. So much for their hidden nature. Okay, they are royally screwed. Yeah. And that's what they get for trying to screw you over. Okay? Because in trying to reel you back in, they already know that they haven't done the work that they need to do. They just want you because they're attached to you. They feel attached to you. But that's their feeling, that they're attached to you. You have cut the cords. So you're not attached to them. You see what I'm saying? What they're attached to is their desire for you. Let me be very clear about that. This person is not attached to you. They are attached to the desire for you. They want you. And this Four of Wands and Lovers and all of that, they feel very guilty because they know that they caused an ending to it. And that's what, whatever that was that you had evidence of, that's what it did for them. It was like a wake-up call. But instead of them going into, okay, let me heal myself mode, let me become a better person mode, let me do what I need to do mode, they went into, I gotta get them back. I gotta get them back. How am I gonna get them back? $1,900 spell. You know, it's like, that's not how you do it. But for people who are not willing to do the work, they usually go to magic. And it's like, they can try that if they want to, but it's never going to work out for them. And that's one reason why this card has come out, is because if they had left it where it was like, you called them out and you said, this is over. There's no need for you to build a case because all the evidence is in. Case closed. I am the judge, the jury, and the executioner. It's over. If they had just been like, okay, you know, and gone on and healed themselves like they needed to, they would not be here. But now they're royally screwed. And they know it. 3737 on the timer, which is one reason why they want you back. Because they don't want to be royally screwed. They'd rather be up under you. They feel like if they can get you back on their side, which is not about sides, it's just about being aligned with where you need to be. If they can get you back with them, like, they feel like all of this is happening because you're fighting against them, and it's not. It's that you are not going to put up with nonsense. That's the bottom line. Thank you, Spirit. Black Moon Lilith is coming through, so Lilith has a message for you. Let's see what Mama Lilith is bringing through. She said, yeah, they are royally screwed. Ooh. Look, for you, Jupiter, expansion, prosperity, and growth. Ashe, I heard that. But look, that goes right along with the ascension and the CEO. Where's that CEO card? I love that for you. I just wanted to leave it in your mental. Look at that. It's happening. Okay, so that's what you've got going. And you also have love and abundance. So whenever you're ready. Okay, so you've got love for yourself at this time, abundance for yourself, and whenever you're ready. Some of you may have already attracted this energy where you are connecting with someone else, but no matter what your situation, you already have an abundance of love within yourself. Okay, what else is coming through from Mother Lilith? All right, we've got Adam, dark divine, father of creation. So this is your masculine energy, activated and abundant. And also, you know, I'm getting here, we've got Adam and we've got Venus. It's like the feminine and the masculine balanced. So that's what you're creating in your world, is balance. First and foremost within yourself, And then if you are ever ready or willing or wanting a relationship, if that is what is in alignment for your path, you will have it like that. I promise you. Because it's always when we vibe there within that space in ourselves where we are just in love with life. That's when it happens. That's when it happens. So, yes, beautiful things. And Lilith is with you. If you work with Lilith, just know that she is supporting you, okay, to protect you and also to help you balance these energies within you of divine feminine and divine masculine. And if that is something that you want to experience with another beautiful being, you will have it. You already do on the astral realm. 40/40 on the timer. Ashe, you're protected. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. I'm so grateful that you allow them to flow through me. And thank you, beautiful being, for taking the time to tune in. I really appreciate you. And I also appreciate your likes, your shares, your kind comments, your why do I always forget donations? Let me not forget that. I'm grateful for that too, for sure. Thank you for your donations. And I love you. I wish you peace. I wish you joy and so many blessings, like never ending blessings. Ashe. Take care.